Welcome back to Lucha Review, where we ask this very important question. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a goat? Tonight, in Lucha Review, in the main event, we are playing Goat Simulator. I am cutting a promo against a fucking goat. I don't know what to say aside from tag yourselves in and let's take on the nerdy and dirty.
The prayers of goat lovers around the world have finally been answered with the advent of Goat Simulator on PlayStation 4. Finally, after all these years, you can live your truth, enter one of several video game parodies, go on crazy goat adventures, and do goat things. I first tried Goat MMO, the parody of online role-playing games. Select one of these valiant goat classes to embark on epic quests, and if none of them speak to you, you can always play as a microwave oven. Like in any role-playing game, you'll travel from one impoverished medieval town to the next, taking on small jobs to earn money and experience. If you have the attention span of a goat, then you've come to the right place, because just about everything you do will grant you experience, from damaging private property up to and including running up walls. There's nothing creative about how the goat is played. You're limited to running, jumping, attacking, and using your tongue to drag things around. Even so, I found it hard to stop playing because you can't seem to die. The game simply doesn't want you to walk away, and it'll distract you from your missions with hidden golden goats for you to find, or hidden parodies of other games just to make you smile. The biggest distraction of all, perhaps, is the people of Goat MMO, and how they will all cower before your mighty goat wrath in dramatic fashion. Ram them, drag them through the fields, pin them down and lick them mercilessly, and they will always get up for more abuse. Because, at day's end, the world needs saving. From what? I don't know. That's the only aspect of the game that wasn't made clear. But you're the only goat who can do it. And if that means running roughshod through villages like Grand Theft Auto, so be it. Speaking of Grand Theft Auto, that brings us to our next parody. Goat City Bay is basically the same game in a different hat. Just like in the MMO, you don't really have a storyline here, you just run around town getting rewarded for every last thing you do. Sure, you could go looking around for more golden goats or alien invaders, but why go to any trouble when you can just kick trash around, abuse people, and jump around in bouncy castles while suffering no consequences? No one will seek to discipline you for your destructive behavior. You have to work hard to get yourself into trouble, and even if you succeed, your goat won't suffer for it. The game knows you're already over this bullshit. It knows you're waiting for a game over to justify your desire to turn it off and go do anything else. And it takes that option away from you, because it knows you're too determined to check off every last achievement. It's a worse nightmare for anyone who hates to leave a job unfinished. And not only can you not be killed, but you can earn points for just existing. If only human lives could be that rewarding, because Goat City Bay surely was not. Thankfully, no goat adventure would be complete without a zombie apocalypse, and that's where Goats comes in. In Goats, you actually have a mission. And that mission is to infect enough people to jumpstart the outbreak. Once you've achieved this goal, you'll then be tasked with surviving the very cataclysm you've brought about. And if the zombies don't kill you, perhaps the irony will. In a game that's tortured you simply by keeping you alive, you're suddenly denied your God-given right to truly enjoy the curse of the undead. I wasn't going to give this underdeveloped game the satisfaction of my frustration, so I stopped playing goats somewhat quickly, and after, it was time to send this goat to where no goat has gone before, in waste of space. The goat is once again immortal, but here he has a purpose. You'll get plenty of opportunity to beat the shit out of people and take their money after destroying their property, but you'll also be needed for odd jobs around the space station. Each job finished will unlock more areas of the station for you to explore, and as the map gets bigger, your means of travel will be made easier with a fun variety of vehicles, which, again, is ironic, seeing as how you couldn't operate vehicles in the Grand Theft Auto parody. I don't quite have the confidence to call myself an expert on goat games, but Waste of Space could very well be the best one ever made. Unfortunately, the other games in the series had worn me down with the crude graphics and sloppy controls, and I had no desire to continue. The game feels like QWOP at times, as the goat will often lose its footing, and carrying items will take an absurd amount of effort and focus. On the other hand, this game wasn't meant to be celebrated for innovative gameplay and presentation. This mid-card attraction was designed to amuse you, and if you have the eyes, ears, and taste for something this goofy and unique, then you'll surely appreciate the humor and music found within Goat Simulator. If you have any recommendations for exciting goat games, by all means keep them to yourself. Besides, it's October and the Halloween fun starts up next week. Thanks for tagging in, and I'll see you next time.